Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we are in is Regulation H. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Holy smoke! So today we're back with another one, and today we have our cool Dondozo, Ninetales, and King Gambit team. And this team is really awesome. So in this video, we're actually going to be grinding to try to get ranked number 1. And, you know, we went against a lot of tough opponents. We even had some best of threes with some of our opponents that we were able to win. And this team was just showcased, you know, how good it is and how well it can do. So we're going to be grinding for that. If you guys like this type of content where you have, you know, PokeTubers that are grinding to hit rank number 1, there's not a lot of them that really showcase that. But the ones that do, they have really good content, and I happen to be one of them. So if you guys like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe for me and turn on those post notifications. Leave a like and let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. What you think about this team? Do you still think that Dondozo is the king of VGC? Because I definitely do. Since this game has came out, Dondozo has been relevant in every single format, even in some formats where like Regulation C or Regulation G. When it wasn't really that prominent early on in the beginning because you got all those new powerful Pokemon coming in, it just turns out that when people give it a try again, it's still really good, right? So I like to think that Dondozo's, you know, in a really good place in this format still. And let me know what you guys think below. But there's a rental code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepage down in the description below. And let's get into these battles. FF, and he has the team that we love to dominate. The only thing that can stop Maushold and Annihilape here is Ghost Tera and Didi. Other than that, we just blow the game open turn 1. I actually love going against these teams with this team I'm currently using. Like, hard Trick Room can sometimes be really difficult for a lot of people to deal with. Unless you have specific matchups or you have a specific line to beat it every time, because if they can't, like, this team is very hard Trick Room. If he does not get Trick Room up, he cannot win the game, right? Because his monster is too slow. And I used to play hard Trick Room like that back in Sword and Shield, but since I've gotten a lot better at the game, hard Trick Room can be really strong, but really, really good players at the high level, they know how to deal with hard Trick Room. They have lines into it. And I like to kind of mix hard Trick Room with like a fast mode, just in case you don't get Trick Room up, right? Like something like a Lilligant or like Hisuian Typhlosion with a Choice Scarf, like stuff like that, which is similar to like my Hatterene team that I'm gonna be showcasing soon. So you're able to get around stuff like that. But I'm just gonna pop bomb here and Final Gambit. Now unless he has Ghost Tera, then he just loses both his mons here, and then he's not gonna Tera, so. No Focus Sash, nice. Focus Sash indeed would have been scary too, right? But I would have guessed without the Psychic Seed, it's probably Rocky Helmet. The only thing that could have saved him there as well was a Steel Tera. Or a Ghost Tera, right? On either one. Well, Steel Tera had to be on Hatterene, Ghost Tera had to be on Indeedee. Or Focus Sash, right? On Indeedee. Otherwise, then we always just win the game. So now, let's see if he could have Farigiraf too, right? But Dozo and, I mean, Torkoal, there's Torkoal. It could be Farigiraf, but Torkoal and Ursaluna can't beat Dondozo. Yep. So there's no Trick Room from my opponent. He went all in on getting it up that turn. I'm just gonna pop bomb Torkoal and protect. Ursaluna should protect here, or he just cancels. And it's over just like that. Just like that. Hard Trick Room is defeated. Nice. Let's keep going. Jiggity. Alright, so my opponent clearly does not like Dondozo. He has Sinister, which is very hard to Dozo to deal with, plus screens from Grim, which makes it even harder. Then he has Primarina and Dragonite. So what I can do is just leave these two, remove everything that's not Sinister, and then beat Sinister with King Gambit and Ninetales. So while he does, he's probably going to bring all his answers. He probably can't bring all of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just brought Prim, Dragonite, Grimmsnarl, and Sinister, and just left Incineroar and Garchomp. Incineroar doesn't really look good into my team, especially with us having Annihilate plus King Gambit. And Garchomp looks okay, but I think he may just bring the top 4, but we'll see. Yep, Grimmsnarl, Dragonite. Alright, so I want to just final Gambit here and pop bomb the... I'm going to double the Dragonite slot because if he Thunder Waves one of us, then the other one is going to get the KO. So if he Thunder Waves Maushold, that means he's not setting up Reflect. Annihilape will KO Dragonite. And if he Thunder Waves Maushold, Annihilape will KO Dragonite. If he Thunder Waves Annihilate, Maushold will KO Dragonite. If he Thunder Waves Annihilate, then you get what I'm saying. I'm tripping up on my words there. But if he Thunder Waves Maushold, Annihilape will get the KO. If he Thunder Waves Annihilate, then Maushold will get the KO. Yep. And I think this is just a Thunder Wave into Annihilate here. And that's fine because Maushold just gets the KO and then final Gambit KOs Grimmsnarl. Yep. So this is why I doubled that slot. And then target the Grimmsnarl slot. Nice. So my opponent had to make a decision there, right? And that's why I doubled that slot. Because if he Thunder Wave Maushold, then Annihilate would have just got the KO. And now we get a free KO on Grim pretty much. As long as we move around the paralysis. We can't move though. It's a bit annoying. I think Annihilape is good in the in-game against Sinister, so I'm going to switch in Gambit here. And Protect. Actually, I'm just going to pop bomb Primarina. Because if you miss Thunder Wave, then you just lose the game, right? And I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think he brought Sinister. So Annihilate with Grass Tera is going to be really good until... Oh! And this is why I didn't want to play passive that turn. Missed pop bomb. Yeah, this is. I really needed to. We've got very unlucky the first 2 turns, which keeps my opponent in this game. Missing Pop Bomb there was actually even worse than the Annihilate not being able to move. To be honest, I think Maushold, I'm max speed. I don't think Primarina outspeeds me. Oh, he's not even Citrus Berry. Missing Pop Bomb there was extremely huge. but I need to get all the damage I can on Primarina. He has Sinister though, right? I don't think Primarina, unless you're like max speed, I still think we outspeed you. But let's see. Nice. Oh, we get a crit. That's huge. Oh, we get another crit. Okay. Well, that makes up. I'll take it. That makes up for the paralysis and the pop bomb missing, which is 99% accurate. But Grimmsnarl really can't do anything in the game. He's just gonna give us a boost. And there's a Sinister. Like I said, my opponent brought the top 4 monster, 2020 Pokevision. We knew exactly what he was gonna do there. But now we just wait for Annihilape to get in with Grass Terror. I could Fire Terror King Gambit. But if he has Scald, then we'll just become weak to Scald, right? I think it's fine to just couch out the leaf here. And Pop Bomb Grimmsnarl. And he cancels. Let's go. The game is not 100% over since he does have, like, he can paralyze everything except for King Gambit. But we were in a really good spot there. Alright, so against these teams, the King Gambit Dozo strategy always works because it baits out. He doesn't have Goldingo either, so that's even better for us. But this, same with like Indeedee, it makes them not feel comfortable like leaving Basculegion on the field, and they switch it out, and then we just end the game with Ninetales with Blizzard. And that's the Tatsugiri.
Now, my opponent does have Primarina. I just thought about that. But I think it's fine.
Oh, he starts off with Prim. I'm gonna Kowtow Cleave this slot and switch in Ninetales. Can you imagine if I led Maushold and Annihilape? We would have just destroyed this lead. Like, Final Gambit into Prim, Pop Bomb, Pelipper, it would have been over. Okay. What are you switching in here? The Arch? Oh, you just switched your Basculegion into a KO. I'll take it. He does get rid of the snow when he comes back in. Oh, he went for Hydro Pump. He tried to nuke us. He might be Choice Specs. If you're running Hydro Pump, you're probably Choice Specs. But I can just freeze dry. Hydro Pump is not gonna KO us, so I'm fine with doubling this slot. Oh, your Choice Scarf Pelipper. And unfortunately for my opponent, he can't hit a Hydro Pump, but I think your Choice Specs on Primarina. Yeah, that looks like Choice Specs to me. It's not bulky at all. And DD is your last. Yep. So King Gambit plus Ninetales just destroys Primarina plus Indeedee. So what I'm gonna do is the Hydro Pump is probably gonna go into the King Gambit slot. So I'm gonna switch Tatsugiri in for King Gambit and switch Dozo in for Ninetales. Because you can't touch the King Gambit, right? I mean, unless you have Fighting Tera. But I would assume Hydro Pump goes into the Gambit slot. And I'm pretty positive that's Choice Specs on Primarina. Because otherwise you running Hyper Voice, Moonblast, and like Haze, Protect. You know, you don't really have room for Hydro Pump on a Haze set. And I thought you would drop Hyper Voice and Moonblast on a Rain team, so. I believe he's locked in. Once the Rain is over and Indeedee can't touch us, I mean, the game is pretty much over. He's gonna Tera, so if he does have Fighting Tera on Indeedee, this should be it right now. Oh. Yep, that's gotta be Choice Specs. He's trying to nuke the Gambit so that Indeedee can sweep with Expanding Force. Yep. Alright, we take that fairly well. And Hydro Pump into Gambit. Yep. 2020 Pokevision. Honestly, a Wave Crash might just KO Primarina in the rain. Yeah, that's a very... Are you Choice Scarf? You gotta be Choice Scarf. Yeah, hey, there's no way I'm bet +2. It's Choice Scarf Primarina. Alright, but he didn't Tera Indeedee, so unless you have like Gleam, you just can't touch Gambit. And Gambit's our win con, so there's no need to even bring it in just yet. Now we got a chance to freeze. I'm gonna go for Steel Terror just so you're not doing any damage. Icy Wind, drop your speed, so we outspeed next turn with Tatsugiri. And that should be game. You're gonna stay in, but I mean, the only move that Indeedee gets that can hit Gambit is like Dazzling Gleam. Wait, why is he outspeeding my Ninetales? Oh, so it's Choice Scarf Indeedee, Choice Specs, Primarina, but Primarina was max speed Timid. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Wait, we should outspeed this time now. Pretty cool team. A lot of surprises on that team, but him switching out Pelipper into Basculegion, I wonder what he was covering for. I can't really think of what he was covering for with that switch, but switching in Basculegion there was very spooky for my opponent. Let's keep going. Alright, we are ranked 10. Armor Rouge with no terrain. I'm not seeing any ghost types here, so I want to go with my regular strategy. King Gambit is really weak into Flamigo. And if I Tera, I become weak to Tyranitar. I do have low kick though. But I like this, it's more consistent. Because my opponent can really just get overran by just losing one of his pieces turn one. And I can see that he has a team where with Comfy and like Armor Rouge and Flamingo, those probably need each other for whatever strategy he's going for. So just removing his pieces just makes it harder for him to function with this team. Should be focus Sash on Flamigo. I'm okay with just removing Comfy and Tera, pop bomb. If he's not Ghost Tera, then this should just be a double KO. Oh, you didn't. You Tera Comfy. Oh, you Tera Fairy? What is the strategy here? This is something I've never seen before. I'm curious to see what it is. Oh. What? That was cool. And we get one hit with Pop Bomb. What? I've never seen an offensive Comfy. Life Orb offensive Comfy. I can take a KO here, but I know Comfy gets Encore too, right? So I'd rather just lock into Wave Crash so we're just not stuck clicking Order Up. These first two turns of when as bad as they can go. And he read the. Okay. If he has Roller Bone, he should switch it in here. This like what? How is he like this? I've never seen this strategy. Man, he's reading me like a book, man. That's 2 turns I got it wrong. I should have always been targeting Comfy because Maushold can just KO the Flamingo. I'm very disappointed that Maushold only got 1 hit. 99% accurate move. Alright. But I see how my opponent's playing now, so I kind of got his playstyle. So now I can make every... Because he's going to probably switch out Comfy here, right? My opponent has done so much work with these two. If he doesn't have priority in the back, I think we can still win. It's gonna be tough though. We lost Dondozo. I took way too much damage. Maushold looks like it may faint in 2 turns. It's not Assault Vest on T-Tar though, so Muddy Water is going to do a lot more damage. I wonder can Maushold take 3 Sandstorm Chips. Actually, that did 9 damage. So unless he took, let's see, he has no switching for this. Oh, that turn 1 was huge, man. Oh, that's a big play. If we would have won this game, if I just KO Flamingo turn 1, because it's been a problem with the close comebacks. Draining Kiss was just insane, man. And his armor moves. Dondozo would have crushed this team. This was an easy win. Yep, and this still happens. You can lose to these teams sometime, man. Just pop behind. Like if I KO the Flamingo, right? He's forced to bring out Armor Rouge or Tyranitar. right? And he doesn't continue to get off close combats which dealing meaningful damage. And plus you outspeed Dondozo too, which is a big problem. He didn't have any other priorities, so like if we just, I could have also made a hard read and protected Dozo and KO'd the Comfy, but you know, I feel like the turn one I got surprised with the Draining Kiss, but I feel like I made the right play with Maushold to KO the Flamingo, but we just, you know, missed the pop bomb, so that's unfortunate, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, so we already know what we do against this team. This line gets us what we want every time. So here, Pelipper probably comes in. He's threatened by King Gambit, so I don't want to just toss it away. And I think still Tera's fine here, because you may come out with like a random Thunderbolt. If it's Among Us, it's also fine. Yep. Alright, so Pelipper not coming in there means that it's got to be Pelipper if we bring him Basket Legion. So he probably didn't bring the Arch. But if he did bring Arch, I mean, Earthquake just clears his entire board. But I don't think you would bring Arch or Basket Legion without Rain. Right. I'm expecting Choice Scarf with Dingo on these teams. Oh, it's just a protect. So that means he doesn't have Thunderbolt. I would expect Pelipper to come in here and he read into an Earthquake coming out. So I'm gonna order up that slot. Yep, should be Pelipper coming in now. But now he's about to realize that his Amogus can't do nothing into me. Oh! My opponents are just switching in Basket Legion. Okay, so he's respecting Earthquake is just clearing here. He's respecting the safety goggles. Otherwise, you spored there. But this is +4 Earthquake. This is KO and everything. Now is it Pelipper? Oh yeah, Earthquake just clears his entire team. He didn't bring Pelipper. And we can just ignore Among Us. This Dondozo set is so good against Among Us. He can do nothing here. And this is usually where they forfeit, when they realize that Among Us is useless against this Dondozo set. They usually forfeit right here. I'm gonna Wave Crash Gordingo just in case it's like Flying Terror. Yep, there it goes. That's right. They usually realize it right there when they spore and they can't clear Smog. They can't do anything. Pollen Puff does no damage. Can't redirect. It's literally just a liability against that Dondozo set, which is really cool. Nice. All right, Whimsicott. So Whimsicott makes this interesting. He has a lot of priority on his side too. But as long as you don't click like Order Up with Dozo, Whimsicott can't like Encore you into something that's not doing a lot of damage. Like Wave Crash is just consistent across the board here. I expect Whimsicott on lead, right? So I kind of want to lead Maushold Ninetales. Dozo, he may be Clear Smog Magmar. Actually, I think I can just clean my opponent with Dozo. I think Maushold is super threatening and I can always switch it out. And I'm just gonna click Wave Crash just in case he has like Whimsicott plus a Tera Fairy and tries to sit in front of Dozo with the Encore. I think this is fine here, and I can always Terra Steel too. I think this is the Assault Vest Light Screen variant. If he has Fake Tear, that's also scary. I probably should just pop bomb the Whimsicott. Alright, but he didn't Terra, he didn't protect. It's just Hyper Voice, okay. This should be a one-hit KO. Nice. Ursulon is down. Lost a lot of HP there, but if you got Rillaboom in the back, then we just get to heal up. And I'm gonna steal Terra just to resist everything that he has. Oh, it's Gambit. Can I still Tera here? Did you not bring Rillaboom? It's probably Sneasel in the back there, right? Should I save my Tera? I actually think I should. Since there's no Rillaboom here, I'm gonna just save my Tera. There's terrestrialization. Are you expecting an earthquake here? Oh, dark. So it's probably just Moonblast plus Kowtow. Ninetales should be good with Blizzard here. I actually think I need to Tera those out here. The reason I'm tearing here is because I think he's gonna go for a Kowtow Cleave and expect Moonblast to pick up the KO and Dozo. And if he does that, then we get Tatsugiri undamaged, which is the only reason why I'm going for this Tera. But I should have went for it last turn, so I was gonna go for it anyway. Oh, and he got caught being greedy. And this is exactly why I went for this play. So he uses his Tera for nothing, and Gambit goes down. But so that Tera literally was to catch my opponent playing greedy. Now he could have punished me with a Sucker Punch into Moonblast, but I had a feeling that he was gonna play greedy with that play. All right, one turn to tail, one left. I think we should be good, even if he does get a double KO here. I could have protected here, though, to force him to have to click tail him, but he can still go for the same play. So Blizzard plus Follow Me should put us in a good position. You probably should be Tailwinding here, since you don't know the speed tiers. And if you just Close Combat plus Moonblast, I don't think that wins you the game. Oh, but he went for Dire Claw. And that's the end of, and we get a freeze. Let's go. And no status on Maushold. Yeah. Shocked he didn't go for Tailwind there, but... And now we just Follow Me. Even if you unthaw, we just KO with Blizzard. Nice. And we get this win. Ninetales is such a good in-game closer for this team. This gives you late game weather control, late game spread damage, consistent damage. Only thing that really walls it is steel types, but you have a lot of answers into steel types with Dozo and the King Gambit plus Annihilate. And also has Focus Sash, so it can take 2 hits guaranteed. Or survives a major hit guaranteed. But let's keep going. Right, there's Wheezing and Talonflame. So Talonflame Garchomp kind of destroys Maushold and Annihilate, right? This is a really challenging team. We can beat it, but we just gotta figure this out. Leading Wheezing is strong for my opponent. I could lead Dondozo and Annihilate. If he doesn't have speed control, then Ninetales looks really good into a lot of his team. And Tatsugiri. So we're gonna be leaving Maushold. Doesn't do good with Intimidate plus Goldingo and Garchomp, and King Gambit is threatened by the Garchomp really hard. It doesn't do much damage to. I guess it does decent damage to everything else. Didn't expect this lead, but let's just go Wave Crash and switch on Tatsugiri. We should switch first, so this allows us to guarantee get Dondozo in. Dondozo set up. And I don't want to steal Tera in case he's like Fire Tera. And if he doesn't Tailwind here, this is going to be really good for us in the end game. Because then a Ninetales outspeeds Garchomp. And I can always protect stall Tailwind. He does get Tailwind. But I just want to get rid of the Talonflame. Oh, he Draco'd. Okay, he Draco'd into that side. Alright, Talonflame's down. He did get Tailwind up. But I would say that trade, if he has Wheezing, that trade is not bad for us because we already swapped. Garchomp. Dingo. Alright, I think I can steal Tera here. And he can't really punish, he can't punish or protect because there's no, unless he has focus energy. Yeah, I could just steal Tera here. Is it Thunderbolt? Shadow Ball. I need to get damage onto Gordingo. So I think the damage on Gordingo is the most important. Nice, and we haven't taken too much damage on Dozo, so a Shadow Ball, while it does sting a little bit, the Draco Meteor is what we want to take resistant damage from. Nice. Now that's gonna want to switch, so we can punish that next turn. At least Life Orb Gordingo. This may KO Gordingo. Nice. Now Hydreigon is stuck on the field at -2. And there's one more turn of Tailwind, and I'll expect this last one to be Garchomp. Yep. Nice. And we just protect the start at the last turn of Tailwind. Now he can Earthquake. Stumping Tantrum actually gonna be doing double damage here. Oh, but he's ground. That's perfect. So Blizzard here is so strong. And I have a final Gambit. I mean, you can get a double KO here if you outspeed and KO Dozo and Draco KO's Tatsugiri, that's fine. Because now I got close combat. I don't even have to final Gambit here. Close combat. Close Blizzard. Yep. And Ninetales again is the star. I got even better play I can go for. I can just Moonblast you here and final Gambit. That way if you protect Garchomp, we still get this spot. Only thing we will potentially lose here is a Focus Sash plus Heat Wave crit into a burn. And that's a lot that has to happen, but I think he's choice spec, so I think this just wins the game. Nice. Nice clean end game. Again, Ninetales is the perfect closer for this team. Let's keep going. All right. We have Theo Ball here. This is a really strong player. I beat him before though. I think if he leaves anything, it's gonna lead Tauros, right? Kind of like Dozo, Annihilate, Maushold, and Tatsugiri. Yeah.
You should be bringing Basculegion. I know that his Dragonite is probably gonna have Haze.
But Dozos can ignore the Tauros boost, which is probably Mirror Earth. They always lead Tauros into these teams. Oh, this is Earth. I couldn't have asked for a better lead, actually. And this lead looks like it's here to counter Maushold plus Annihilate, but he didn't anticipate Dozo. But even if Dozo was led, he may not know that I have a complete counter into Among Us. Alright, so you're staying in with both. Let's see what he's going for here. I would expect like a Spore. We know that Basculegion is going to be choice card for adaptability, right? And he tried to flip turn it into Annihilate, but we switch out perfectly there. Spore. Nice. So now he knows Amoonguss is completely useless here. I don't think you bring Ninetales into this team. So I'm content with going for, I could go for a Wave Crash. The only thing that could switch into that is Dragonite, right? I think he has to get Dragonite on the field. I think Amoonguss has to switch here too. Is this Ninetales or Dragonite? Okay. We get that read right though. Alright, this should be Dragonite if he has it. Oh, it's Tauros. He didn't bring Dragonite. This is perfect. He has no switch-ins to Earthquake. I expect the Moons to be coming back in here. Okay. Alright, he's trying to stall out. He's probably going to switch Tauros out again. But Earthquake is just doing too much damage here. And if you Tera Tauros and you close combat me, well, he could go for a fire type move too. Oh, he's probably gonna Pollen. Okay. That's my Dozo invisible. Yeah, that was a good play.
That was a really good play. My opponent's playing really well from a bad situation that he was in. If I had KO'd Tauros on the switching, though, it would have been a really good spot. Yeah, he's just getting Amogus health back up. That's a lot of damage. Amogus can't do anything here though, right? I mean, this was telegraphed, but I think it's the right play. Should be Ninetales coming in. Oh, I should have. Did you spore here into Tatsugiri? My opponent found a way around Dondozo. He did spore. Well played. All right. I was hoping that he brought in Ninetales there. I think Gambit would have been much better here in this spot. I'm gonna taunt here. You could switch out Among Us here. Nice. What is this Rage Powder? Alright, this is fine because now I can Rage Powder the Among Us slot and Pop Bomb Ninetales. This is one of the most clever ways I've seen someone beat Dondozo, but this is, like I said, Theobo is a really good opponent. But I think we should win if he makes the switch on Among Us here. Smart by him to not make the switch. We should KO Ninetales here. And if you attack the Annihilape here, you're in a bad spot. Okay. You already used Tera, so Rage Fish should just KO. And then there was just Among Us. I know that's Choice Scarf adaptability, so we're Choice Scarf too, so we should outspeed you. Nice. Beautiful. And Among Us should not be targeting Annihilape here, but if he does, he just gives us a Rage Fist stack. And then we just taunt Among Us again. And we just protect here so we can taunt. We don't want to, I don't want to click Pop Dog until Among Us is low health. And if we play this optimally, we should always win. Oh, we just canceled. Let's go. Let's go. Very hard matchup, but we were able to navigate that one and win. Let's keep going. Alright, looks like I played this player before. He had the Choice Scarf Primarina. Choice Specs Primarina. It was Choice Scarf and DD though. I'm kind of going to lead the same way, because I expect him to lead Basket Legion this time. And that can be pretty threatening for Annihilape and Maushold. I can be caught out in a bad spot if he just leads that. So I want to be able to threaten it. Now he does have Indeedee to get around Sucker Punch, right? But I can just switch out into Dondozo. He let the same thing. Yeah, I think we just one-hit KO Primarina in the rain. Actually, was he? I think his Pelipper was pretty fast too. I think his Pelipper was Choice Scarf too. Yeah. I think it was, but last time he just switched in Basket Legion and got removed. He really led this though. The Annihilape and Maushold would have just beat this again. Alright, he didn't switch out color for this time.
So Pelipper is forced to switch. I think that's Choice Scarf Pelipper. He did target correctly though. Alright, that's good because he has to switch and he can miss Hydro Pump. Nothing can take an Earthquake coming in. That's definitely Choice Scarf Pelipper. So we got to keep that in mind. If he just missed Hydro Pump there, he's like in a really bad spot. Yep, there's a switch. And he missed Hydro Pump. Beautiful. And that's why you don't run Hydro Pump, man, because like it's just that easy to miss. Alright, so 2 turns of Tailwind, we protect here. And then we Earthquake again. Alright, Last Inspection KO Dozo. I think the double up will though. Oh, you're going for a Draco. You can miss that and if we resist it. Last Respect is not going to KO Dozo here. Can I take a... He didn't bring in DD though. So King Gambit is threatening here. I think I try to survive and just Earthquake. Because if I get a KO here, we just win the game. Because I don't... Ice Tera is fine, but it's not doing... And I don't want to Tera King Gambit into fire. Because his typing is good into the Basket Legion. So I don't really have anything else I can Tera, and if I go down here, Tatsugiri is going to get one shot too. So, oh, he can miss Draco. Okay. Yeah, so the Tera there was pointless, but it was just to try to survive. Alright, so if I bring out Ninetales here, I forced the Pelipper to switch in, right? Either way, I force the Pelipper in. I think I gotta force the Pelipper in here. Try to KO this slot and
and switch back into Gambit. Now, if he body pressed that slot, then that's bad, but we'll win the weather war. I really just want to force the switch here. Oh. Tatsugiri just outspeeds and he didn't... What? He didn't bring Pelipper in? That's fine by me because your Choice Scarf, we win the weather war. Yep. Choice Scarf Pelipper, Choice Specs. I guess the Indeedee last time we played wasn't Choice Scarf, but it outsped my Ninetales. So we freeze dry here and we sucker punch. Make it so you can't attack. We should be Choice Band on that slot, I would guess. Oh, he does survive. But he missed Hurricane. Oh, but he targeted King Gambit, so this was a game over anyway. Yeah, you would have had to double the Ninetales slot to have a chance. But King Gambit just resists, you know, all the attacks that are on the board right now. That's gonna be all she wrote. Let's go. Choice Specs, Water Tera, Max Speed, Timid, Primarina is interesting. Alright, let's see how high we got. Let's keep going. Alright, we are ranked number 3.
Alright, so... Okay, so he has 2 potential haze users. Kilowattrel Crocodile looks like Discharge. So I can lead Annihilape Maushold into that. If he's getting outsped, he can't haze with the Chandelier. What's crazy is Fire Tera King Gambit actually looks strong here. I actually want to go with that. I saved my Tera for King Gambit, and the Fire Tera just looks strong into everything he has, and he's probably gonna lead hard into trying to deal with Dondozo. I would expect Crocodile plus Kilowattrel on lead. Oh, he let Scizor. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop bomb here and Final Gambit. Goodbye, Scizor. Kilowattrel can set up a Tailwind. That's fine. King Gambit's getting outsped by everything anyways. And now we just killed Kilowattrel. Nice. Alright, now we didn't bring Dozo, so Dozo would have been excellent here if he didn't bring Dragonite, but I would expect Dragonite to be in the back. I'll bring out Gambit first. Yep, there's Dragonite. Now, Maushold can one-shot any of these, right? I think he's gonna go for Scale Shot into Maushold, so I'm gonna switch in Ninetales here. And Ninetales can't beat Gambit by itself, so we just need to get rid of the Dragonite at this point. And if he goes for Skill Shot here, we'll be in a good spot because we're gonna break the multi-scale here. And the only reason I'm going for a Tera here is because I'm covering for a low kick. Nice. Protecting on the Tailwind is crazy because, I mean, you're giving us a chance to preserve our Sash. Oh, he's Earthquake. Uh-oh. Alright, that doesn't do half, though. Still 2 turns of Tailwind. I want a Blizzard here and Blizzard and Sucker Punch. And at this point, we just need to stall out Tailwind and remove at least one of these. Are you protecting Dragonite here? Or are you Choice Band? Do you have Terra Blast?
I would have just won a game if I stayed in the click pop bomb with Maushold. I wonder if he clicks E-Speed again. Alright, if you targeted Maushold, I think we just win right here. Alright, I think Dragonite is Assault Vest. He showed Earthquake, Extreme Speed, Breaking Swipe. Yeah, I think that wins him the game. How can I cover for Fire Tera Life Orb? Maushold. Wow, like the weirdest stuff, like I stayed in the clip pop bomb with Maushold. He protected it. So Earthquake would have just KO'd. I mean, pop bomb would have KO'd Dragonite, and then we would have beat the Ninetales. Seems like Dragonite's on everyone's team, right?
I'm gonna go with this because I don't think that he has good answers into it. Actually, King Gambit might have been okay here because Fire Tera is really good into everything. Okay. But this is actually perfect for me. And there's no real switch-ins here. There's no ghosts on his team, so. Unless this is a ghost Tera. First time I seen someone break out the Steel Tera. I expect this to still do 50%. And he missed Scale Shot. We did get lucky here. And he just cancels. We got super lucky right there. My opponent made a really good play. A really patient play, actually. Because usually they feel like they're not at risk of taking a lot of damage there. Because they expect me to go for like beat up plus Rage Fist. But we got blessed right there. Tyranitar, Escadrille, Podingo, Cineroar, Mungus, and Hydreigon. I think these teams really suffer against the Dondozo lead. I think King Gambit is okay here. It is really weak to Escadrille though. Ground type coverage. I know Dozo's good here. But how do we support it? I know I don't want Maushold this game. The top 3 plus Among Us potentially Rocky Helmet. So it's between these two because Tatsugiri has to come. I think I'm gonna go with Gambit. I may should go with Ninetales just because it has speed. It may have been Ninetales actually. Release it out the gate. I'm just gonna click Earthquake here. They're both weak to ground. Only one can Tera. If I had to guess, I guess T-Tar. But we can just one-shot that with Wave Crash. But, I mean, T-Tar should definitely Tera here.
With Annihilape on the field. If you like switching to Among Us, then this is fine. I want to break a potential Sash on Escadrille since it's the fastest thing. And just allow Annihilape to be able to just KO things in the end game. So I would expect Among Us to come out here, which is fine. Yep, beautiful. But we didn't Tera yet, so. Does he have any switch-ins to Earthquake? Not really. I'm gonna still Tera Earthquake again. We should switch Escadrille, Tera it. Yeah. Hydreigon, I would guess. Yeah. He should know on safety goggles based off not taking sand chip, but he may not have paid attention to it. Yeah. Order Up would have just won me the game here because the attack boost is just gonna be too much for him. Among Us I expected to switch. Or you can just let it go down, but I'm just gonna order up here. Yeah. So I could have caught something on a switch in here. I'm gonna protect here just to see what he tears into. Because now he has to make reads, right? So I should have just read the Among Us. Fire Tera. Close. I think I just want to try to kill him because I think Escadrille protects. Ah, man, I keep getting it wrong, man. Oh, he just crit me. Well, that's really bad.
still a chance to win here, but Among Us
in the back makes it really tough, man.
But it's Among Us is very low health too. He's been destroying me with these switches, man. I would guess Among Us here. He makes the wrong player protecting Hydreigon here, we win the game. Wow, this game was wrapped up if he doesn't get that crit. Alright, that's a close one. We should survive this with Assault Vest. Nice. Okay. I think we still win this game. He's not Rocky Helmet. We just Sucker Punch and close combat. Wait, we still win this game. He can't Tera. I think we win. And he doesn't even go for the Sucker Punch mind games. Let's go. King Gambit was actually the right one to help us win this game. Wow. This was a huge one. We still able to win even with our Dondozo getting crit in one shot by high horsepower. But props to my opponent, man. In the beginning of the game, he made a lot of the correct reads. And that's the only downside with Dondozo is when you have like flying types and levitate types, it's not as easy for you just to click Earthquake, so they can make like really good switches. But let's keep going.